Finally, Manchester United lost their first match under Michael Carrick to 10 men Newcastle United. It's a bad performance from Manchester United, a very terrible performance. But I'm not surprised. It's been coming. Look at the game against West Ham, late minute goal. Look at the game against Fulham, against Crystal Palace. So it's actually been coming. But I'm not surprised. I don't know if it is due to this one game in a week something, but Manchester United lost by 2 goals to 1. And then I've seen so many people come out to talk down what Michael Carrick has done. Some people also talk down Sesko and all of those things, even to Malaysia. And then I understand that's what losing a match does to fans. And I want to see how Manchester United are going to react to this. But I think Makekari also shares part of the blame because you cannot approach games the same way. You need to profile your opponent. You cannot just play every game the same way. And this is to show that you are still learning. Yeah, that's Makekari. It's to show that you are still learning. You cannot approach games the same way. You can't come into games with one plan. If the plan A does not work, you switch plan B. Number two is Newcastle. You understand that they have tall defenders. Look at their defenders. Look at Bond. Look at Tao. You should understand that Newcastle defenders are tall. So starting Sesko in that game was a no-no because he will hardly win any area duels against them. Look at this instance in the first half. Lames trying to float the ball to Koa so many times, about 4 occasions, and he did not win any of those balls that was sent to him. Now, look at Newcastle defenders. Look at Bond. Look at Theo. These guys are tall. So starting Sesko was never a good idea. That is why I mentioned in my preview that you should revert to your Kunha, Ahmad, and Obemo because these players are fast and they can use the ball very well. So there's no point competing Herrerados with Newcastle because they are very, very tall. And why Mazira over Dalo? Dalo has been having a very fantastic game since Makikari came. So I don't know why Makikari started Mazira over Dalo. We all know Dalo as a player that is good offensively. So why not put Dalo? Dalo has been having a very good game. And to Mbemu, why did Mbemu stay that long? Why not sub him at half time and bring in Ahmad? Ahmad can take on players and he's very good at it. He can also track back so well. So that's why I said Carry shares part of the blame. And to Mino, I don't think Obi Mino is good enough to start for Manchester United. That is the truth. You need to accept the reality. Look at all those side passes, back passes. No, you need a box to box midfielder as a top team. This is what you need in your team. So Mino cannot be a player you rely on in your midfield. Look at Casemiro. Casemiro is 30, 33 or 34 thereabout. Playing with Mino. Those two players are not pacey. Look at Jolie in that midfield. Look at their other midfielders. They are very physical and it take about 5 players to even mark that Jolie himself. So why come into this game with only one plan? That is one of the problems Manchester United had yesterday. It's so terrible, it's so terrible. And I think Manchester United should just find a way to sign so many players in the summer because their best players are in their 30s. Look at Casemiro, is in his 30s. Look at Maguire, he's one of the best players in that team. Look at Shaw, look at Bruno Fernandes. These players are the best players in that team, so they should find a way to get new players. Going into Aston Villa game, Manchester United should make sure that they find solutions to this problem. Look at the opponents we are playing against. This is to Michael Carrick. And 50% of this blame also goes to the player. Look at Mbemo, missed so many chances. There is a situation where Bruno Fernandes passed to him a one-on-one situation. And then I don't know what he did with the ball. And there is another situation where he was in the 6 yard box and the ball was coming to him. Just play your ball inside the net. It's as simple as that. Why miss such chances? Manchester United miss so many chances. There is a chance of Lenny Euro heading to the goalkeeper. Another situation of Fugate heading to his village. I don't know what is actually happening. And Manchester United needs to work on these areas going into the next game. They need to work on this area because it's been coming. So they need to really improve. This is not about Malaysia. Of course, Malaysia should have covered for the second goal that was scored. However, when last did you see Malaysia? And this is to also by the carry. Why not bring in Edinevon over Malaysia? Edinevon can also mark for you as a defender. It is better to draw than to lose. This is Manchester United. When last did you see Malaysia play a match and you bring him in? I'm not even sure if he is match fit. Just bring in Heaven and let him do the work for you. It's as simple as that. Going into the next game, approach this game the way it's supposed to be approached. Look at the opponents you are playing against, and that is for Michael Carrick. I know they are going to learn from this. They lost 2-1 to Newcastle yesterday. I believe they are going to learn from this, and then moving on into the next game. I want to see so many changes. I want to see so many changes. Um, Lately, Manchester United have not been playing well. They have not been playing well, and they look so tired and exhausted on the field. They start the game so poorly. I don't know. But it's well, we'll see what is going to happen in the next game. And the only positive for me was Bruno Fernandes. He's on 14 assists now. So he also caused the penalty actually. But I understand that it's part of the game. So we'll see how they react to this loss. And they should go back to the drawing board and just do the needful. That's all.